How's it going? Recently, there's been a lot of excitement surrounding the possibility of multiplayer being added to Melon Playground, and I have a prediction about what it might look like. First off, multiplayer will likely use an invite-only system rather than traditional servers. Colored circles will represent each player's position, helping you identify where other players are interacting. A colored outline will appear around objects placed by each player. For example, if a player is represented by a green circle, any objects they spawn will have a green outline. Do you think my prediction is spot on? If so, hit that subscribe button. Recently, there's been a lot of excitement surrounding the possibility of multiplayer being added to Melon Playground, and I have a prediction about what it might look like. First off, multiplayer will likely use an
Remember that time you asked your teacher to go to the bathroom? And he says no, so you feel a burst in your stomach and start coughing out blood. So your teacher rushes you to the hospital where they put you in a surgery. But then the doctor runs out and reveals to your teacher that it's his fault that your kidneys are failing. So now you'll die unless he donates his kidney. So he goes into surgery, but he wakes up halfway through and he sees the doctor running away with his kidney. And then he realizes that he's stolen your body too. So he chases after the doctor until he finds his apartment. But when he walks in, he discovers a horrible secret. First, he finds a receipt for a kidney sold on the black market. Then he finds a clue telling him the real reason you're missing. You weren't actually treated by a doctor. It was somebody that your teacher knew. Someone who wanted revenge for not going to the bathroom. Remember that time you asked your...
He had previously undergone a surgery where one good heart is attached to a failing heart in order to help it recover. But one day, he was experiencing shortness of breath and was rushed to the emergency room. Doctors told the man that both hearts experienced heart attacks at the same time. Finally, the doctors used a machine to revive both hearts at the same time, and the patient survived. He had previously undergone a surgery where one good heart is attached to a failing heart in order to help it recover. But one day, he was experiencing shortness of breath and was...
If you ever feel like you're being followed, here's how to know for sure. First, let's make sure you're not just paranoid. If you're walking down the street and see someone once, that's normal. If you walk into a store and see them again, that's probably a coincidence. But if you spot them again, somewhere completely unrelated, then according to the Moscow rule, there's a chance you're being followed. To be sure, turn left down a street, then repeat that 3 more times to complete a loop. If they're still there after a full loop, it's not a coincidence. You are being followed. Now, here's what you need to do next.
Okay, act natural. What do I do with my hands? Oh God!
Find a busy place like a cafe or restaurant.
Hey, I think someone's following me.
Tell the staff what's happening and call the police immediately.
Can you call the police?
Don't worry, I got you, babe.
Honey, you forgot your lunch.
If you ever feel like you're being followed,
I tried tricking my chat into...
Cupcake, no! Cupcake, no!
What if one entire category was deleted from Melon Playground, and you could no longer access any of its characters or items? Which category would you choose to be deleted? The smartest move would be to pick a category you rarely use. But here's the twist. There's actually an even better choice. If you like and subscribe, no category will be deleted. What if one entire category was deleted from Melon?
Why do people tilt their wheels out like this? And why is it bad? Known as camber, there are 2 different variations. Negative camber, where the bottom of the wheel sticks out, and positive camber, where the top of the wheel is angled out. This was originally done on race cars, so when they went around corners, their wheels would grip better, but now people are doing it for looks. Negative camber can severely worsen your tire wear and handling, as only half of the wheel is on the ground. Why do people tilt their wheels out like...
Did you know there was a third Twin Tower that never came down? While most remember the original Twin Towers in New York, which were built in 1973 and stood as the world's 2 tallest buildings before tragically being destroyed, there is actually a third building that still stands to this day. Built just 4 years after the Twin Towers, the Bank of Oklahoma building, formerly One Williams Center, was designed by the same architect. Although it never got its complimentary Twin Tower, it became an iconic landmark in its own right. Despite its height of 670 feet, it remains a powerful symbol of the original tower's legacy. But
I went to a mall that time forgot.
There is nothing here.
The walls had a faded pink paint, probably from when it first opened. There was a hum. I thought that was my headphone. It's the mall speaker.
Failing Mall 101, broken escalator.
And remnants from old chains.
This had to have been a packed sun, right? They've got an Italian oven.
There were random shops.
It's just a place you go to get hard-ass pics. What school did that guy graduate? You take this out?
But then something unexpected happened. I noticed all the businesses were local, and I kept getting DMs about what the mall was trying to achieve.
I don't like malls. I like this mall. Blood's over. Come back to Johnstown.
I went to a mall that...
A mechanic throws a nail on the road. When a boy rides by, his bicycle gets a flat tire. The mechanic quickly comes over and says, "My shop is nearby. I can fix your bike." He takes the boy to his shop and tells him to wait while he fixes the bike.
So I am the villain.
Most people don't know that if you open up Melon Playground on April Fools, the melons will stare at you creepily. But there's actually a lot of Melon Playground facts that almost nobody shows, so let me tell you some. First, in older versions of the game, you could obtain the generator by opening up presents or downloading it from the workshop. You'd then have a small chance to see a telephone in the main menu, which leads you to a secret ending with melons and incubators. But this was removed for whatever reason a few months ago. Second is that during Halloween, there was a super small chance that when spawning a melon, it would actually create a skeleton instead. Third is that for some odd reason in the initial update, the cactus character was added. One part of its right leg actually consisted of the flesh of an apple, probably because the developers were lazy and forgot it was there. And the final fact is that I will make your flesh consist of an apple if you do not like and subscribe right now. Most people don't know that if you open up Melon Playground...
This is a compound fracture, and it happens when your bone breaks and pierces through the skin. To fix it, a doctor will cut open the skin and start...
You keep getting calls from people you owe money to. How do you pay them back? Your friend uses the snowball method. He lists his debts from the smallest balance to the...
This is why off-road drivers cannot be stopped. Because at number 3, a little rollover, no problem. At number 2, sometimes it doesn't go as planned. And at number 1, nothing can make them stressed out.
I would also recommend to hey, going the wrong way. Forward, you need to come forward, thank you.
This is why off-road drivers...
Sweet! Look at this! Woohoo! You see that? Do it, tough guy!
Very well!
Sweet! Look at this! Woohoo! You see that? Do it, tough guy!
Here are the best free Melon Playground mods. Toxic Waste. It's a hazardous barrel that when triggered releases a deadly green explosion. Melonzilla. This is Godzilla merged with melon. It's capable of spitting acid to melt anything in sight. Robot V2. It's a more advanced, futuristic version of the original. Peter. If you don't subscribe, you might end up as big as he is. Here are the best free Melon Playground mods. Toxic.
This person is popping bee eggs, but it's actually for the bee's own good, because during stressful times, bees produce spare queens in case the queen dies. But if the spare queen hatches while the old one is healthy, a civil war breaks out between those who support the new queen and those who support the old queen, and this war continues until one of the queens dies, or one of the groups leaves the hive. In order to prevent the hive from splitting, beekeepers either pop the queen eggs as soon as they notice them, or mark the new queen and remove her from the hive once she grows up. That's why this person is popping bee eggs.
Our battle ended 500 years ago.
Well, now I'm ready for a rematch.
Our battle ended 500 years ago.
Well, now I'm ready for a rematch.
Our battle ended 500 years ago.
Well, now I'm ready for a rematch.
Our battle ended 500 years ago.
Well, now I'm ready for a rematch.
Ice cream Kit.
Japanese people are always tired because Japan is known for its intense work culture, where long hours and unwavering dedication are highly valued, and many employees feel pressured to stay late, even if they've completed their tasks. But sometimes this can lead to problems like extreme fatigue and overwork. But what's crazy is that this dedication is so extreme that there's even a term for it, karoshi, which means death from overwork. So because of this overwork, at any time of the day you can see people sleeping here and there. That's why Japanese people.
These were never used for their actual purpose. Every school year, my teacher would make me buy erasers. And if you ever actually finished up one of these, you're a psychopath. Because 2 days in, kids would be stabbing them with their pencils, cutting them in half, and my friend Jonathan would bite them for some reason. Hey man, can I borrow an eraser? Sure. And rather than getting a clean bad boy like this, I get an eraser that has seen much better days. And when I use Jonathan's eraser, I end up smudging my paper because a piece of lead was stuck in it. Dang it. Hey, David, can I borrow an eraser? Sure. And David shows me not one, not two, but a handful of erasers. I bet he even named each one, and I end up choosing the cleanest looking one. But after all the rubbing on my worksheet, I end up ripping my paper. So take care of your erasers, guys. Aw, come on! These were never used for their—
Where are your dog toys?
Yes, ma'am. They're right there, right behind you.
Those are leashes.
3 inches to the right.
I want that little hot dog up on top.
Sure thing. I see we have one just like it right here.
That isn't what I asked for. This has mustard on it. Peekaboo doesn't eat mustard.
Well, I can see the one up there has mustard on it too, and since it's not even real mustard—
Are you going to give me what I asked for?
Certainly. There you go. Thanks for shopping lucky.
This has mustard on it.
It's what I tried to tell you, you old bat! Now you're gonna take it to your dog and make it like it!
This guy didn't feel a thing, even after getting shot twice in the chest. But hold on, it's not because he's bulletproof. He's actually using a special effects device commonly used in movies to create realistic gunshot effects. This device is a small pouch filled with red liquid, equipped with a remotely controlled explosive charge. It's attached to the actor's body, and when detonated, it creates a believable gunshot impact. This practical effect looks way more realistic than CGI, making action scenes feel even more intense. This guy didn't feel a thing, even after getting shot twice in the chest. But hold on, it's not because he's bulletproof. He's actually using a special effects device.
People are calling this video fake because this guy, named Freddie Chase, posted a clip of himself jumping from a crazy height. This video went viral, but some viewers started doubting it. They said there's no way the jump was that high from a balloon, and they suspected it was done with a green screen. A YouTuber named Spider Slake even tested it to prove it was fake. To silence the critics, Freddie even threw his girlfriend from the same height, but nobody believed him. Then Freddie did another jump. This time, he showed himself live, sitting on a balloon in the air and safely landing with a parachute. Yet, only 2 people liked his video. People are calling this video—
You want to see your village or house in
How to make a zip line in Melon Playground. First, get a balk or a short beam if you happen to be an uncultured swine. Resize it to be as long as you want the track to be, freeze it, and rotate it to how fast you want the track to be. Now grab a wheel, disable collision of the top part, and re-enable collision for the bottom part. Move the wheel over the balk and tie a melon to the top part of the wheel. Finally, add a metal rod at the bottom and freeze it to stop the zip line, so the melons don't fall off and crash, which is exactly what will happen to you if you don't like and subscribe. How to make a zip line in Melon Playground. How to make better punches in Melon Playground. First, get a melon and any melee weapon before making the melon grab it. Pause time and make the weapon super small. Then put it barely out of the melon's hand. Now stab the melon with immortality. Activate the weapon if necessary and start punching someone who didn't like and subscribe. How to get every new totem in Melon Playground. A crate makes a wooden totem. Dumbbell makes a steel totem. Plastic block makes a plastic totem. Ceramic cups makes a ceramic totem. Bricks make a brick totem. A bottle makes a bottle totem. A toy from a present makes a multicolor present. And a person who didn't like and subscribe makes a Drake totem. How to get every new totem in Melon Playground. A crate makes a wooden totem. Dumbbell makes a steel totem. Plastic block makes a plastic totem. Ceramic cups makes a ceramic totem. How to make a lightsaber in Melon Playground. First, get how to make a melon with a pumpkin arm in Melon Playground. First, a map editor is being added to Melon Playground. Yes, you heard me right. One of the most requested features ever is about to get added to Melon Playground, and I have proof of it. In a new image posted by the developers, we can see the new mod editor UI, as well as another tab with how to make a dog in Melon Playground. First, get a melon and rip all of his limbs off, tie the top torso to the bottom torso, and tie the head to the top. Now add the tail as the top of the arm and the feet as the ears. Next, flip him over and add the hands as legs. Now regenerate all the limbs and stab them with embalming so they don't rot. I'll be inside of your walls tonight if you don't like and subscribe. How to make a dog. 98% of people don't know that if you get into a super fast car on the Endless City and drive for a few hours, you can reach the end and fall into the void. Another fact is that if you throw a gas grenade into water, it will make bubbles. Third is that in old versions of Melon Playground, if you set an object's layer to minimum, it would be completely hidden in acid. Another acid map fact is that if you carefully dip a Monroe bomb inside and then pull it out, you can see the lights behind it. Fifth is that I'll drop you an acid if you don't like and subscribe. How to recreate Chernobyl in Melon Playground. First, build a nuclear reactor in the glorious re-established Soviet Union. We made in the related short, operated by underfunded, undertrained, and downright diabolically bad employees. When a sudden jolt of energy production that could have catastrophic effects on the reactor occurs, make sure to do absolutely nothing since what could go wrong? Human life is an expendable currency. After the explosion occurs, make some propaganda to downplay the situation. Welcome to the hottest tourism place in glorious Soviet Ukraine, Chernobyl. In Chernobyl, you can see perfectly normal melons, perfectly normal dogs, perfectly normal apples, and Jared. Don't worry, Jared is perfectly friendly if you like and subscribe. How to recreate Chernobyl in Melon Playground. The melon got removed from Melon Playground? Yes, you heard that right. Almost nobody knows about this, but when the developer released the robot update, he accidentally removed the melon, corn, apple, and pumpkin. Another strange anomaly with this update is that all UI buttons were turned blue and weren't very responsive. Third is that this update is the most hated update in Melon. Most people don't know that if you ignite a sword, you can make a working lightsaber that cuts through all items. Another fact is that the helicopter's top wing has a smile on it, but this isn't even close to as unknown as the last one. Third is that bullets can pass through Melon's neck if you aim them perfectly. Fourth is that you can make a rainbow melon by using these modes in the chip. And fifth is that Melon is falling out of a plane without a parachute, and the only way to save him is by liking and subscribing. Melon Playground is dying? You might be thinking, no way, Melon Playground. How to make a 3D cube in Melon Playground. First, pause time and turn on grid mode. Now get a short beam and rotate it 90 degrees. Get another short beam to make this L shape. Do the same with the other side and tie everything together with the strongest metal rope. Now spawn another short beam. Set its angle to 45 degrees and its scale to 0.5 before connecting it to the corner like this with a metal screw. Repeat this for the rest of the corners. Next, copy the square on the front and place it at the back with its layer set to minimum. Now move the front to the top layer and disable collision for the back and middle. After that, throw it at someone who didn't like and subscribe. How to make a trampoline in Melon Playground. First, get 2 balks or short beams if you happen to be a distasteful, heinous scoundrel. Rotate them upwards and make the distance between the two as far as you want the trampoline to stretch. Place metal rods a tiny bit apart from one balk to the other and tie them together with spring ropes. Now either select the second strongest metal rope or the second strongest wood rope, depending on if you want the trampoline to be destructible. And next, trap a melon inside of the trampoline, which I'll do to you if you don't like and subscribe. How to re-establish the Soviet Union in Melon Playground. First, break into the Kremlin and give Putin rare bullet and brain disease. Due to his unfortunate condition, he will have to abdicate and leave you in control of the motherland. Next, start up the 5-year plan, moving all farmers into factories. If anyone brings up the ramifications of removing the food supply, end their life subscription. Gather up the apples, corns, and dragon fruits and throw them into the gulag. They'll be useful later. Next, redistribute the mods to everyone for free, avoiding the greedy capitalist workshop by downloading Fruit Mod on Google Play. After that, have a stroke twice, which is exactly what will happen to you if you don't like and subscribe. How to re-establish this. What's the most cursed melon playground mod? At number 5, we have Controllable Melon. This is the first melon that you can make walk, fire bullets, run, and so much more. Number 4 is Melon Sword. This is a sword made of melon flesh. Third is Festive Critter. Most people don't know this fact, but this guy is actually my sleep paralysis demon. Second is 3D Realistic Melon. This mod scares me. And my phone's processor. And at number 1, we have Drake.
Like and subscribe to Spherical Melon or I'll come to your house.
What's the most cursed melon playground? What's better, Melon Playground or Fruit Playground? You may immediately think it's Melon Playground since Fruit Playground is a relatively unknown game, but it actually has a lot of advantages. Boom, boom. How to make an electric chair in Melon Playground. First, get a chair, then get your preferred victim. This apple has been charged with 16 counts of vehicular homicide. Make him sit in the chair and tie him down in it. Now get a generator, make it tiny, and tie it to the chair with the strongest rope. Get a metal rod and a wooden stick and resize both of them to make a helmet before tying them together and electrically linking the metal rod to the generator. Preferably also don't get the metal rod stuck in the victim's head. Now set the voltage to 1000. This is a very good idea and totally won't backfire. And we can now give those 16 children he ran over with his 2009 Mustang justice. How to make an electric chair in Melon Playground. How to make an infinitely regenerating melon in Melon Playground. First, grab a melon, a water gun, and a regen syringe. Stab the water gun with the syringe, toggle it, disable its collision, set its layer to minimum, and its Z order to -25. Now resize it to be super small. Pause the game, tie the water gun to the melon's head with the strongest rope, position it under the melon's head, and disable ropes. Finally, put him into a constant loop of dying and regenerating, which is exactly what I'll do to you if you don't like and subscribe. How to make an infinitely regenerating. 99% of people don't know that if you inject the gray melon with the Regan syringe, it will actually change back into a regular melon. Another fact is that if you go into the mountain map and change your theme to Halloween, you can find the edge of the background. Third is that if you inject a water-breathing syringe into a melon, it will become immune to gas and smoke grenades. Fourth is that you can no longer stick syringes into robots, and they're immune to any minor damage such as a pistol shot or a knife stab. Fifth is that I am currently in possession of 19,552 banjos for undisclosed purposes, and I'll be giving you one if you like and subscribe. How to make a zipline in Melon Playground. Happy New Year's! Every execution method in Melon Playground, the Brazen Bull. This contraption burns melons alive and turns their screams into bull roars.
How quirky.
The Blood Eagle. This is an ancient Viking execution method that may or may not be completely mythical, where the victim is placed in a prone position, their ribs severed from their spine, and their lungs pulled out to create wings. I'm definitely getting demonetized. The Firing Squad. You probably know how this works, but an interesting fact about it is that while they had around 5 men, only one of their weapons were loaded with actual bullets, whilst the rest were loaded with blanks to obscure the person who carried out the execution. Finally, we have Spherical Melon's basement, which you'll be put into if you don't like and subscribe. Drink till I'm How to make Krampus in Melon Playground. If you don't know, Krampus is a mythological creature that works with Santa, but instead of breaking into people's homes and experiencing cardiac arrest, Krampus eats children. And as someone that loves to threaten children, Krampus is one of my favorite creatures, which is why I'm making him today. To guide us in our journey, I'm going to follow an ancient piece of poetry which describes Krampus. It goes, his horns should be red, his skin should be black, his teeth should be yellow, and he should do crap. To make his horns red, make horn shapes out of plastic blocks and recolor them. To make his skin black, download a black melon from the workshop. To make his teeth yellow, create hyper-realistic teeth out of yellow plastic blocks, and to make him do Finally, parent all of the objects. How to recreate the Irish potato famine in Melon Playground. First, get a potato from the workshop and start a thriving economy solely based on potatoes. Make sure to never diversify your food, so the melons become reliant on your succulent spuds for their nourishment. If they ask for anything other than your delectable root creatures, make sure to reject their request and shoot them with an AK-47. Then introduce friendly opposition by dumping a research lab filled with harmful pathogens on their squishy starchlings. Soon enough, their potato-wa harvest will be down 95%. Small children with parents that have died due to the famine will beg on the streets for some suckable sprout babies, and this will happen to you as well if you don't like and subscribe. How to recreate the Irish potato famine.
Mahukan wira? Pilih mana-mana wira yang anda mahu. Mahukan skin? Pilih mana-mana skin menakjubkan yang anda mahu. Bukan 1000 token, bukan 100 token. Ia percuma. Pilih mana-mana skin wira. Jika anda mahukannya, bawa pulang sahaja ke rumah.
Main secara percuma.
This is how I got 23,000 Robux for free. Let me show you this free Robux method. First, let me teach you how to make free shirts. This is Maker Blocks. You can use Maker Blocks to earn Robux. There are so many free shirt templates and you can create unlimited shirts easily. Make free shirts and sell it to get free Robux.
Mahukan wira? Pilih mana-mana wira yang anda mahu. Mahukan skin? Pilih mana-mana skin menakjubkan yang anda mahu. Bukan 1000 token, bukan 100 token. Ia percuma. Pilih mana-mana skin wira. Jika anda mahukannya, bawa pulang sahaja ke rumah.
Main secara percuma.
Mahukan Wira? Pilih mana-mana Wira yang anda mahu. Mahukan skin? Pilih mana-mana skin menakjubkan yang anda mahu. Bukan 1000 token, bukan 100 token. Ia percuma. Pilih mana-mana skin Wira. Jika anda mahukannya, bawa pulang sahaja ke rumah.
Main secara percuma.
Ugh.